Hello everybody, my name is Desiree Stewart. I'm the Director of Operations and Business Development for Stewart Law. My handsome husband is the brains behind the operation, and there he is. And he focuses on business law, contract law, and real estate law. So we can help create a business, build a business, protect a business, or kill a business. So give us the call for all of your business legal needs. I'm getting on here to respond to the beautiful Shannon Gronich hosts this thing called Mastermind Mondays. You can find out more about it by going to businessaccelerationsecrets.com. And what Mastermind Mondays is, it's a Google Hangout in which if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur or have a great idea that you want to try to put into action, you can get on here and talk to mentors and experts in all types of fields and ask for their expertise. They want to give you that advice. They want to see you succeed, so it's a great way to get some help. Or if you think that you can give some advice, get on there and give it away. So I'm actually getting on here to respond to Marty Ward. She posed a question on the last Mastermind Monday about nursing retention. And my background is actually my MBA in healthcare management, and I've worked for several healthcare companies that were startups, that were very established, from primary care practice to new technology that was just only cash pay or business financed for our patients. So I've been a healthcare giver, I've been a manager of the healthcare givers, and both are very challenging, but I think I can give some helpful insight into how to make these employees happier. And also my occupational psychology is quite sharp from all of my studies since I just recently graduated. So here it goes. This is my first vlog ever, so please give some constructive criticism or feedback. I would appreciate it. So Marty asked, did you know that nurses' turnover rate averages at 37% across the country? I am Marty Ward, the transformation strategist who empowers nurses and managers to stay energized and enthusiastic in a challenging workplace while inspiring loyalty and commitment so that top nurses and managers are lining up to work at your hospital. So very good. I think in the healthcare field and in any industry, there are three main principles that keep our employees happy. The first is that we are incentive-centered beings. Take that in. Incentive-centered. What does that mean? It means that we're humans. We don't do anything unless we see a personal benefit in it. And I know you're thinking, what about humanitarians? Mother Teresa, is Gandhi. So yes, there are people there who act selflessly, but why do they act selflessly? Because the inner feeling that they get after doing those actions is so worthwhile to them that they act in these ways. So that is their incentive to doing those things. They feel good about themselves. They like seeing that change. Other incentives are money, growth, opportunity. So really take a step back and look at your employees and see what their incentives are and try to appeal to those. So if they are acting selflessly, and most nurses are, that's why they go into that field. They think that their TLC is so good at the field would be hurting if they didn't go through all that grueling school to get in there. So reinforce that to your employees. Let them know that their incentive is being fulfilled, they are making a difference, or that there is a chance of promotion, whatever it may be. So take a step back and ask, what are my employees' incentives in being here? Why are they here? Why do they want to be here? The second principle kind of goes hand in hand with the first principle. It's cash is king. And I know our finance experts there are praising me, saying, amen, girl. But it's the truth. Cash is king. I can't keep the lights on by telling FPL that I did a great job at work today. It doesn't cut it. You have to have cash to live. So take a look at your compensation packages. Are they competitive to the hospital down the street? What kind of sign-on offers are they giving? Are they giving bonuses? What are their health insurance plans like? Can you put in a gym membership in there? And sometimes maybe you can't afford to give your employees raises or give them sign-on bonuses or give them that fancy gym membership. But what you can do is you can give them chances for promotion. I know a lot of healthcare companies, I think it's bad form. Some companies might have their reasons for it, but they don't like to promote from within. they'd rather find experts in that field, whether it's IT or records or whatever it may be, and bring them in to bring that expertise. But really, there might be an employee just down the hallway who would love to do something different, who has been really interested in that, and they just might need some training, but they'd be really good candidates for it, and they know the company, and they're already loyal to the company, so you don't have to teach that culture all over again to somebody new. So if you can't offer that cash basis, then try to find out ways to promote, to really mentor your employees to grow if that's what they're looking for. The third principle, and I always think it's the most important principle, is responsibility minus power equals frustration. And what that means, especially with people in the healthcare field, is that they're giving all this responsibility to take care of these important patients, or all the patients that are on their floor, and to make sure that they're getting taken care of and all their needs are met. However, they're not given the power to decide how that job's getting done, like which doctor they're going to be on shift with, or how many nurses they're going to be able to partner up with, or how many hours they're going to have to do the documentation after seeing the patients, or even what kind of software they're going to be able to be doing that note-taking on. Having that power makes employees feel appreciated. So, have your employees give input on what type of software they'd like to be on, what type of doctors they would. Some examples of this is having a weekly meeting. If you have one person who's in charge of the call schedule, having input from all the nurses on that floor and the other healthcare givers could really make a difference, and they'll be more inclined to act like a team. I think you'd be really shocked on how employees will step up, and they'll want that responsibility, and they'll look out for one another better when they're given that power. So responsibility minus power equals frustration. Make sure that it's going hand in hand. If you're giving an employee a lot of responsibility, make sure that they have power to at least dictate how they want that job to be done. So that's it. If you can keep all three of those principles in mind, you can find a way to have a happy employee. And I'll go ahead and repeat those principles once again. Number 1, we are incentive-centered beings. Number 2, cash is king. And number 3, responsibility minus power equals frustration. Try to eliminate that. Balance the scales. So my name is Desiree Stewart with Stewart Law. Check us out at stewartlawcs.com. And there's my husband again. And thanks for tolerating this. Hope it was good and helpful.